Yo, what's going on, man? Free game all day, man. Like and subscribe my channel, man. Hit that notification button up there, man, and like my channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna spend too much time talking, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Just gonna get to it, you know. So basically, what this video is about is, and I had to ask myself that, because we all have to, I want y'all to understand this. When I make these videos, it's really coming from the heart because I am a survivor. I am somebody who was dealing with somebody who basically, put me through a very abusive and narcissistic situation. And and I mean mentally. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing easy about that. So I don't want you to think that I'm just a guy on here that just started talking, you know what I'm saying, just making up shit and just going with the flow. Like I'm somebody who experienced this. So I don't expect everybody to get it because you don't everybody hasn't been through this. So for the ones who are going through this as we speak, more power to you. You know what I'm saying? I applaud y'all, for trying to put in the work. So let's go and get into it. So basically, this video is for the people who you ask yourself, are you really truly ready to move on? I don't think people really understand how hard it is to move on from being in a relationship like that. Some people, they got family members that they going through with, and that's a kind of a different type of narcissistic abuse. I haven't experienced that, you know what I'm saying? Or it hasn't affected me to that point. But overall, you have to ask yourself, are you truly ready to move forward? You ready to move forward with your life with this? You know what I'm saying? And we can meet people, and I've met people who have dealt with narcissistic abuse, and like I said before myself, so it's kind of weird, you know what I'm saying? Because the type of will and the type of enthusiasm you think you will have when you meet somebody you like, you kind of lose it, and you don't have the same energy, you know, trying to really get to know them. It's like something happens and you just kind of fall back and you get into this little state of mind where it's like, you have it's like you're not confused, but I'm gonna explain this to you in this video. So basically it's like this. The first sign of you actually moving forward with your life in this is, are you doing the things that you used to do, you used to enjoy? So are you still hanging with your friends? You still, in it, you can listen to music or doing the hobbies, doing things that you used to do, doing things that you actually enjoy doing. Like a lot of times, like people haven't like wholly got themselves back to the point to where they're really okay with just being normal. Like they still struggling. They still, searching videos on YouTube, you know, they're still trying to figure it out. And that's okay if that's what you're doing, because if you're putting in the work, which is very important, if you're putting in the work, then you're able to, you every day you're doing that, you're a step closer from being back to how you were. You know what I'm saying? I always talk about how you have to understand what you went through and why you went through it. If you're trying, like your body and your mind has like muscle memory. So if if your body have gotten accustomed to being depressed, you know, just doing things that not making you happy, just sitting up, like to yourself, ain't doing nothing. And you might have this great guy, this great girl who's trying to get to know you, and you can't open yourself up to that person because you're still so used to feeling in that feeling. And I think that becomes a coping mechanism, the where like you just like stuck in this vibe, and there's nothing you can do about it because you're not trying to move on. You know, you're so used to the pain. It's like you didn't got too accustomed to it. You're not used to being happy. You forgot that feeling of being happy, of laughing and, enjoying yourself when you go out. You know what I'm saying? You're not used to just enjoying your life. I've just have gotten to the point to where I'm actually out of that space. I'm kind of enjoying myself. I can go out and do things, and I'm not just like stuck. I don't know about y'all. You ever find yourself, you sitting out, you out somewhere, you with somebody, and then it's like those memories that come back, or you start having flashbacks. You start, it's like something might remind you of that, and then you go right back into it. Like you start having the feeling like you're not good enough. Like why, why, and start asking yourself why that happened, why this happened, why this person couldn't be doing this with me. That happens. It's normal. I mean, that's just what it is. But long as you don't stay in that energy, before you know it, you look up, it's going to be months go by, it's going to be a year go by, and you'll be in that same energy. You never moved on. It's easy for them to move on. It's easy for them to go do something else because they have no empathy and they don't care. They're going to do what they want to do. When you're an empath, that's not going to happen that easy, that fast like that. But it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But you have to train your mind, and you have to train your emotions, and you have to get out of that. You have to put in the work. You have to try. There are some good people out there. I think I have met some nice women over time. Have my behavior caused them women to not want to, deal with me? Might. There's some of them women I might not want it. And I think the women I don't want, I'm very decisive about that decision because it's like I know how precious time is, and I don't want to waste it. So, I can make a very solid decision on, hey, look, this is not what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to waste no time with it. But, and I think that when you get through dealing with a narc or coming out of a situation like that, that changes you overall. You're not, listen, you can try to put in the work, you can do all of this, but you're not going to be the same person. You just want to get to the point to where, like, you just enjoying life again. You want to take trips. That's your thing, taking trips, working out, I made a video about channeling that energy into something positive. And that's what you got to do. But you're not going to be the same. So if you expecting yourself to go back to that happy-go-lucky person, no, if anything, you're going to be more stern. You're going to be more direct. You're going to be more, just firm about the stuff that you want and the stuff that you like. And you're just going to be more about that. And that's okay. But you have to understand that you got to put in the work. Because, nobody wants to go through life being by themselves. Eventually one day you want to be able to move forward and actually, be happy with somebody. And they don't have to be perfect. I think that, we become so weary and we get so scared that is this person like the last person I was dealing with? And I even had those thoughts, you know what I'm saying? So it's normal for all of that. But you just have to, and believe me when I say this, you have to put your faith and trust in God. You have to believe, and you have to ask him for help to get you out of that hole. You got to ask him to take this pain, take these memories, take that away from you. And also put in the work. And I guarantee you, if you do that, you will be able to move on before you know it. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to take time. It's going to take effort. And you got to try. Everybody's not going to understand you. So when you talk to people and, some people might be like, you know what, you can snap out of it. Like I had a conversation the other day with someone. And, I was explaining how difficult it is to move on from a situation like that. And the person was like, I would never let another person know, I'm feeling like this. I tell them that, I'm all right, I'm okay, but I let them know I'm hurting, or if I can't do this, it's not about them. It's not about you letting them know, but they need to be aware of the type of effect and the shit they're doing out here in the streets. They need to know exactly what they have done and the type of effect they have on somebody. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, like, when people don't know, they just mows on through life thinking it's cool. You know what I'm saying? And thinking that, people getting over it and they don't care. You know what I'm saying? And it's all good. But that ain't how it works. I went through life for a long time not thinking that the way I treated people really affected them. Until after you see them again, and then when you see them again and they have an attitude with you, or they mad at you, and you like, damn, what I did was it that bad? And because it ain't you, you don't feel it. You know what I'm saying? So, these people don't really know how this shit really affect you sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because they just not intuitive like that. But you just have to, do what you can and take your time before moving on. You don't want to leave a path of destruction behind you, from people that you dealt with. You know what I'm saying? Like, fail, this fit. You talked for this person for 3 weeks. You talked to this person for a month. This person was cool and y'all talked for like a little bit. You want to be able to move on completely from the situation. You know what I'm saying? And you get to a certain point of healing, and hopefully the person, whoever you're dealing with, they can understand exactly what you went through. And, they'll have patience with you. But I promise you, you have to try. It's very important that you try. You got to. If you don't try, if you just sit back and every day go by, you're just eating yourself, or you're not eating, or you stay in a depressed state of mind, I'm telling you, you're wasting time in your life. So you got to try. You know what I'm saying? But, just make sure before you're ready to pop. Now, I ain't saying like, don't have sex, don't go out, don't do this. But when it becomes emotional, when it gets to that point to where you're like really, that person really trying to, thinking about taking this to the next level, don't be that person that carry all that baggage, all that hurt, and inflict that on that person. And that person, all that person trying to do is care about you and love you. Don't make nobody don't punish nobody for what happened to you in a previous relationship. You do not want to do that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what it is. And be honest and be direct about how you feel and what's going on, so that person can understand you, because everybody don't have that type of understanding. People, they'll deal with you, and what it is in their mind, they already got everything mapped out on what they want you to do and how they want you to do it. And you might not even be ready for that at all. That might not even be where you at, period. Like, you just trying to, get some rest, or just relax, or just have some space. And you got somebody who's going to force you to love them or want them, and you're not there. And that's probably the biggest conflict between people. They don't understand that you're not ready yet. So try to put in that work. You know what I'm saying? Try to do what you can, and, hopefully, that could be something that, you can move forward with, you know what I'm saying? And it'll be more sooner than later, But I'm out, you know what I'm saying? Just want to drop that dime on y'all, man. Appreciate the support. Don't forget to hit that notification button, that subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? That like button, keep on, man. I'm trying to drop this shit for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm wrecking my brain every day, thinking about stuff that I could talk about that can help me, you, and everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, peace out, man. Y'all be easy.